One of the more amazing gifts animals give us are insights into our own lives. Because their wants and needs and the manifestations of them are generally less complicated than those of human beings, they can be invaluable in terms of helping us to understand our wants and needs and those of others. This is the basis by which Cece Capra runs her Spring Rains of Life program. One of her star instructors is a 20-year-old quarter horse named Straw, and yes, Straw is mechanically lame. Most of Straw's life was spent as a prized broodmare, but a horrific trailering accident left her with badly injured front legs and severe neck problems. Most horses with such injuries would have been euthanized immediately, but for reasons unknown, she was not. When Cece first met Straw, she couldn't believe the horse had been allowed to live, but also recognized something wonderful in her calm demeanor and thought she might do well in her equine therapy program. However, the last thing Cece wanted to do was to work a horse that was in pain.
I first met Straw a couple of years ago. Cece and I had met at a symposium, and about a month later she asked me to come out and assess Straw's comfort level. She wanted to know if the horse was in pain before she started using her in this program. And I was quite surprised when I met this horse, first of all, with how many things had happened to this horse. She had a busted up knee, a busted up ankle, possible fractures in her neck. But other than being mechanically lame, because she has a crooked leg, making it one leg shorter than the other, the horse really was relatively pain-free. I've seen her since then out in the field, trotting around. I've even seen her cantering. These are not things that a horse that's living in pain would do. So I gave Cece the thumbs up that I thought she was pretty comfortable.
She knows how to get through tough times. She's suffered. And I think because of that, she's able to help people do the same thing.
One of the areas where Straw has had the greatest impact has been helping grieving children come to grips with their loss. Through lessons which help them to understand a horse's needs, they're better able to deal with their own. In a typical bereavement session, Cece, accompanied by a trained mental health professional, will watch and evaluate how children that have suffered a loss interact with Straw and another able-bodied horse. At the end of the session, a brief question and answer period does wonders at helping the young people to verbalize their feelings.
She's able to teach veterans that even though you may look broken or feel broken, and you might even actually be broken, it doesn't mean you have to live broken. She's able to teach at-risk youth gang kids from New York City empathy, the true meaning of empathy and compassion, in about 5 minutes without saying a word.
To keep Straw as comfortable as possible, she gets special shoes from the farrier which help to increase her front leg stability, and her weight is kept somewhat low to reduce the stress on her legs.
She starts to look like she's uncomfortable at any point. We could start her on some kind of pain management, but at this point, she really doesn't have anything other than the occasional visit from me that I do some massage and some other body work with her. Just the same thing that I do to all the other horses in Cece's program.
Many mental health care professionals have started to embrace this type of therapy for their patients, and Rains of Life routinely gives demonstrations that show how it's done. Hopefully, the program will be able to continue its work for many years to come, with Straw right in the thick of things.
She's irreplaceable. I guess I'm having trouble finding the words because she really is one in a million and a miracle. Miracle that she's here, a miracle that she lived, and a miracle in which she provides miracles for others.